Good morning, one and all. Did it say record to this computer? Huh. Oh, maybe I did react. Did I record? I guess I'm recording, right? Usually it says record to your computer, but did anybody hear that?
Yeah, it said recording in progress.
Oh, it did? Okay, great. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Welcome one and all. Happy. Oh my God, Beverly Brown is forever. All right. So happy to have you guys. We're doing the Facebook ad campaign part 2. But before we get started, I wanted to mention something that's becoming a bigger and bigger issue, especially as the market has been a tad bit on the tight side, as we all know. It's happened recently now to 2 of my agents, so imagine other agents, and it's going to continue happening. Now, just recently, as in this morning, I got a call from Alejandro, who is in Europe, who tells me, Carrie, I have a little situation. I love this little situation. I've been working with these customers for months and months. And while I'm in Germany right now, from London, they wanted to go see an open house. So I asked Emily to show them. So Emily took them to the open house. Perfect. And he said, listen, why I'm happy to put me off. I'm still working while I'm in London, or Emily can do it. Oh, but they didn't want to bother. What do? They put in the offer with the listing agent who ran the open house. So let me ask you, what do you think his chances of procuring costs are? So here, this is he already talked to the listing agent, and they said, well, don't worry, your customer was working out a 30% referral for you. Does he want a 30% referral in a 950 house? Does it? This has been his customers for months, but is it? Is it his customers?
Gotta get that.
Does he have a broker buyer agreement? No. So are they his customers? No.
No.
His agency only counts for the broker buyer agreement. Now, because he has a really good relationship with him, he could go to them and say, listen, no problem. I'm happy to just rewrite this. We'll get it done. And this is my recommendation for him, because he's already talked to the listing agent. The listing agent said maybe we could work it out. And because it's not accepted, it's an offer at this moment in time, right? So if he goes and rewrites this and then gets it accepted, he's on the deal.
Didn't the listing agent know that?
So the listing agent was the one there, but does it matter? No. Doesn't matter. So guys, this is what you got to understand. It's going to get worse and worse in this market because people are going to get tighter and tighter about keeping the deal. I mean, $950,000, right? And they're like, well, they worked out a 30% referral for you. I'm sorry, guys, I wouldn't be okay with it either. But the reality is, if the buyers are okay and they say, listen, we're fine with this, we'll be happy to stay with the listing agent and we'll give you the referral, he has no chance at all at winning a procuring cost case. And I'm going to tell you, because I've been through procuring cost cases, and I think I shared with you, Janet Allen, who had everything written down. We had an attorney who took this thing with no money, knowing that he was going to win this case. The commission was probably close to $40,000. She had been working with these people. She got them a rental the other agent wouldn't even do. She worked with them, showed them the property, put an offer on the house that this agent only submitted the offer on. She did not win the case. You do not know what's going to happen when you go in front of your peers. They're not attorneys. Okay, so you don't want to rely on that procuring case panel. Chances of you winning that are not great. Now, you have a better shot if you have a broker buyer agreement, because now you've got code of ethics on your side, because the agent on the other side, it's against code of ethics. You have to first ask, are you in an exclusive agency relationship with someone? If they don't ask, they are in violation of the code of ethics. First one, right? Now, unless they happen to have a code of, the same broker buyer agreement. Now we have a situation, right? Number 2, if they don't have, let's say Alejandro had a broker buyer agreement. The listing agent didn't ask. The listing agent's violation number 1. Now, also violation number 2, guess what that is? Is against the code of ethics to write a contract for somebody who has an exclusive agency contract with another agent. That's a violation of the code of ethics. That's 2 violations. So it's really easy because you can take them also to ethics for 2 violations. That's why you want the broker buyer agreement. It's more than just procuring cause. It helps to prove that, because the other agent is violating the code of ethics doubly by not asking and by putting in an offer against somebody who has a broker buyer agreement, right? So that's the thing. But without having that broker buyer agreement, you don't have an agency relationship, because in the state of Florida, we're all transaction brokers, right? That's the problem. So you've got to start thinking about this. Here's another one. Why would he be in violation? It's an offer. There's no contract. If this goes to contract, let's say it was already an accepted contract and he was trying to stop it, then he's in violation for impeding the sale. Absolutely. Well, then you can't get involved, but this is not an offer yet. And the listing agent spoke to him, and so they're trying to work it out. So we're not in violation at all at the moment, which is good. Thank God. Everybody's like trying to work through this. But yeah, absolutely. Now here's another story. I have another story, another bad story, because they're both on my side, which I can't disclose anything because I'm on all sides here. We have a situation where we have a listing. An offer came in on the listing with one of my agents, another agent. Offer was denied by the seller. It was too low. Again, a couple days, 2 days later, another offer on the same property with the same buyer with another agent, not on my team, has come in on that property.
The same price or higher?
Higher. Seller has not accepted it yet. Okay, so here's the scenario. I can't say anything to my agent yet at this moment in time. And if this is accepted by the seller, we still don't want to say anything yet because we can't impede the sale. I'm on both sides of this thing. I can't. But at the end of the day, I can say in private, gee, you have a broker buyer agreement. The best thing that happens is once it closes, there could be a procuring cause case done at the end. But if that agent who initially put in the first offer does not have a broker buyer agreement, it's going to be really hard, because they're going to have to prove, why did the buyer go with somebody else? How long did you work with the buyer? What made the buyer go to somebody else to put in an offer and not stay with you? Was there estrangement? Was there abandonment? Was there something that you did that made the buyer choose to work with someone else? These are all things that go into procuring cause. They're almost bigger. If you had agency relationship, though, that kind of can help you get over those things, unless you did something bad, right? Now, here's the third story. All of these things have happened in the past month. An agent, I'll tell you who it is because you probably won't mind. Elizabeth Chichi-Cortiz has been working relocation customers forever. These people have been running her ragged. Relocation, you cannot take a broker buyer agreement. But turned out that these relocation people, long story short, breaking up, not going to be relocation. At that moment in time, she needed a broker buyer agreement. She didn't get it. Because of the breakup, the guy felt that she was only working with the girl. He went out and got his own agent, went to a builder and bought.
I didn't get the loan either.
Maria didn't
I
get the
had
either.
both.
Okay, so can she get on the deal? Well, only if the people are willing to put her on the deal. The buyer went with somebody else.
And she spent
What?
ages with these
Months and months and months. What procuring cause does she have? Nothing. It's horrible. It's painful. It's called don't work without a broker buyer agreement. As soon as, if you're on relocation, it becomes if it's relocation, they're not going to work without you, because if they do, they don't get their package, right? But as soon as it's no longer relocation and there's no package, you need that broker buyer agreement, because if they're not working with you, you're not getting paid. So this is 3 scenarios, guys. 2 in the past few days. 1, but since I got back from Europe. So imagine, this is scary. And this is in my brokerage where I talk about broker buyer agreement all the time. This is going to continue to happen. So I know today is supposed to be more about getting seller leads, but you want to keep your leads. You want to keep your deals. Please, please guard your business. Okay. There's no sense in working yourself to the bone and not getting paid. Right? Who wants to do that? Broker buyer agreements. Super easy. If anybody feels uncomfortable presenting a broker buyer agreement, see me. It's the easiest thing to present. Let's get on the same page. This is my promise to you. All I ask in return. These are the things that are going to happen. Terrific. Sign here.
And these people loved Elizabeth because we were
Yeah.
working together for weeks and weeks and weeks. And so it's easy to get it when you're right in the mix of them. It's like, especially if you just driven them all over hell and back.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you know what? Let's.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
She's been a ton of
no
time.
worries, but never ever send a broker buyer agreement to somebody for signature without going over with them. And honestly, I say sign it in person because you don't want to send that thing to people and have them read.
Oh, keep them in your car.
You should always have it in your car. You should have
In your car.
it should be in your buyer package.
Yeah.
Always. You don't want to show a you do it right before you show the property. That's when you do it. When you meet at the Starbucks or the office or wherever you're going to meet them, right before you show the home, that's when you get them to sign it. And if they don't sign it, your day's free. You're not going to show property. You cancel all those showings and you don't go, because if they won't sign it, they're doing something slim shady without you. Because why else aren't they signing it? I don't care what you tell me. That's why they're not signing it. So you got to really guard your business now more than ever, because this is stuff that's happening all over. Hey, Flavia. So any questions on that? This is real. It's happening. And this is not happening in low dollar. $950. He went to the builder. That was what? How high was that deal?
Well, maybe 455.
Okay. But anyway, she worked how long? She ended up paying tons of money on that one. And I don't know how high the other one is, but it's not low. So enough with that. Okay. Any questions about where we were? And maybe I have a question. Where we were when we stopped last time on the Facebook ad campaigns. We were talking about how do we solicit sellers using Facebook ads or Boost. Okay. And the key with this is we need to find the people and get in front of them. So the beautiful thing about this is the custom list. And I want to show you, I'm going to share my screen. Share. All right. It says you can see my screen. So I'm going to believe it because it says it. It says participants can see your screen. Is it true? Oh, wait, I got people in the chat. Am I still echoing? Please and thank you. Okay, Susan, are you trying to say to me?
No, I was asking, someone said that it was,
Yeah.
so I was trying to,
Okay,
I don't know,
Just make sure you mute.
Yeah.
I know, but the problem is I can do the video, but I'm not being able to do the audio. See if you can see.
well, you don't need audio because I'm right here.
I know,
I'm pretty
but-
dang loud.
But he said I'm echoing, so I'm trying to.
Well, listen,
Mute,
all I
but
need to mute you. Suzanne, mute. I just mute you from here. Mhm,
See,
mhm,
I
mhm.
always able to do it, but I don't know why it's not.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't even see mute here for you. That's bizarre.
I know, look. I don't see mute for
That's
me.
weird. What?
See, and when I put it here,
It's
Yeah.
fine now, Carrie. We
Is
don't
it
hear
fine?
anything.
Oh, thank you. It's fine. Okay, good.
but
Okay, good, because I couldn't figure it out. So better that we do that. Okay, so guys, what I want to show you first, which will make it easy, then we're going to go into Remind. I'm going to show you how to do this. But I want you to see, this is Boost. So where did I go for boost? Well, some of you may know, some of you may not. So let's take it 2 steps back. Here is, everybody knows this, my hub. Okay, and what did I do? Oh God. It's doing something now, we're stuck. Okay, well, you go into my hub. Oh gosh. I'm gonna go in as an agent. Okay. I was logged in and it kicked me out. Okay, you're gonna go into my hub. And under my hub, it says boost. You guys all see that? Right here. So if you haven't used Boost, Boost isn't going away. So let me share with you a little bit about the difference between Boost and Social Bay. Okay. Social Bay is the complete solution for all your automated posting, but it can do so much more. You can edit it, you can create your own posting from it, you can post your Boost, your listing. So you can use Social Bay for a lot of things, but one thing that Social Bay at this moment in time cannot do is have a custom list. Now, I've requested from Kathy Forrester, can we add that feature because it is a super cool feature. So until they add it, I'm going to recommend that if we're trying to get a seller lead, you don't do it from Social Bay. Social Bay is great messaging for buyers because we can target areas, right? We can target zip codes, we can target certain things and then run an ad based on that. But you cannot pull up a custom list. And what I mean by that is we can go into Remind, we can pick a community, and I say a big one. Kings Point, Isleworth, whatever community we want to hit. Parkside, Falando Português, whatever, you know, right, Anna? Because that's your homeland that you don't remember. Whatever. And whatever you want to go after, right? And we can download the customer's information from there, see what we can get, and then upload the custom list into both Facebook, but also into Boost. Now, why I like Boost over Facebook, we can do Facebook too, but what I like about Boost is gonna run the ad over Facebook, Instagram, but Google Ads, as well as AdWorks. But Google Ads, I think could be interesting if they can target. Now, I don't know, and I'm gonna be very transparent here. I don't know if the custom list works with Google Ads. I know it works with Facebook and Instagram, but it would be really cool to see if it did work with Google Ads. I don't know how they would find them with Google. Maybe if they have a Google page, right? But what the custom list does, based on the points of interest that you're able to give them, it finds these people based on their profiles. And it takes what content you have and it puts it in front of them. So do we always know that it gets in front of them on their feed? No, but that's what we're hoping for, okay? And so that's why I really like it. If you do it through Facebook, we know it's getting to Facebook and Instagram. But I think you get a broader opportunity, again, not knowing exactly if it does work with Google Ads, but it's worth a shot if we do it through Boost, okay? But they both work very similarly. So I'm going to show you it in Boost, and then we'll go back to Facebook. Everybody good with that? So you open up your Boost. You are not like me, you only have one that you don't have to worry about having a billion. And there's different ways. You can do it from an open house if you want to do it from open houses, or you can create your own ad, right? So if you say create a listing ad, I don't know whose house this is, celebration, whose house? Jules, are you on? Let's create.
I am.
Okay, let's go to yours.
907 West Park.
Yep, that's you. Okay, now I hit it, but God knows it's slow. So let's have a little water. Let's chat. How's it going? Good Lord. Now, if you don't have a listing, now I have so many listings because I'm the broker, but if you don't have a listing, you can also create a different type of ad, which they called, does anybody in Boost without an ad, without a listing, I think they may call it an agent ad or something. Doesn't need to be an agent though. we can create whatever content we want, okay? You can do it off of that type of ad. Okay. And then you can change whatever type of ad you want to do, new listing, price improvement. Did we do a price improvement on this one, Jules?
We did when, a couple of weeks back.
Okay, that says a price improvement, how many views, who's gonna see this ad?
And also that is the lowest price per square foot for a house with a pool in Celebration.
Now, see, add a custom audience right here. Upload contacts. You see that? Awesome. So, for example, for this specific thing, we might have done on a listing and seen where people were looking at it. And we could be pulling up people from different communities that we think could be a feeder community. So that's when we could do it. But now, if I'm trying to find people to sell, I might be doing maybe a new home community, right? Maybe I want to show something about a new home community, and I might be uploading my list here. So it doesn't really necessarily matter the content that I'm choosing here in terms of what I'm starting with, okay? Again, it could be an agent ad, it could be whatever you're starting with. You're going to change the messaging. We're going to change, it could be the picture, it could be a video that you add. But the most important thing is it's under who will see your ad, and this is where you upload your contacts. And then you just upload the list right here. You guys see how easy that is? I'm going to tell you that in Boost, it is so much easier than it is in Facebook. Now, also, you can also see if you wanted to do it for a listing, anybody who has viewed your listing, you can also upload those people. So you can also use this to help sell your listing if you chose to do that. But in this particular case, we're doing it to find listings, right? But if somebody's going to buy your listing, they may need to sell theirs, right? So it could also be a twofold. You know, you want to buy this home, you want to sell yours too. I mean, that's another way to do it. But I think if you find a new community, you don't say what the community is, which we got to get with that one to start talk about that. You talk about maybe what they're offering. So Linda, can you share with me some of your friends in different communities, what some of the cool things they're offering maybe to get incentivize people to buy right now?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah.
For like cash buyers, like $100,000 off inventory homes, all closing costs paid plus money towards the upgrades. So lots of money right now.
What about
A lot of things
rates?
are coming back.
Yeah,
Yeah. So they have a deal where you can buy down interest rate to 4.99.
4.99.
Permanent buy down.
permanent rate buy down to 4. So a great, which community is that? Or which builder? Okay, so you could do a beautiful home and say 4.99, think you're dreaming, right? You know, you just wake up and give me a call, right? You don't even have to say. Now, would that mean regulation Z? Do you have to say because you said 4.99, think you're dreaming, wake up and give me a call? Well, then we could get.
Usually there's some sort of disclaimer.
So we could get a disclaimer from you. You could say something about a disclaimer, what have you, or from Pulte.
It's probably the same one. They probably have one on their website you can copy.
Right.
But we don't want to say Pulte.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, it doesn't, but I'm just saying, it's a standard verbiage.
Okay, so we just need a little disclaimer. We could put that in the comments below. It doesn't actually have to be in the verbiage, it can be in comments.
Yeah, just copy and paste it just to cover.
But that's a great one. 4.99, think you're dreaming? Pinch me, give me a call. It's still happening, right? I mean, that's a great one, guys. Who thinks they could still get, is it a 30-year fixed?
30.
A 30-year fixed for 4.99. That would be a great ad, you know?
Just make sure it's a permanent buy down.
Right. Yeah, they have certain areas that they're structured.
So we could show a beautiful home from that community, but you don't say the community. You don't say where it is. Because again, we don't want people to go there without us. But that would get people to maybe consider purchasing. And if they might, right,
It's one of the ones I don't remember which one specifically, they had all the ads, but I just noticed they had 4.99 per year. Yeah, so what, I think to go on to the website and look it up. I didn't know if they were offering like a special for all communities. I just saw it, it just came out. But the one that they do unpublished is like $100,000 off. If you're a cash buyer, they're gonna tell you that individually, they'll never publish that.
so let's say you're gonna use Kings Point or something. And you're gonna use that as your list, and you're gonna say, wanted to sell, but didn't wanna get in a 7% interest rate. How's 4.99 sound? Still happening, give us a call, right? That's a great teaser ad that you could send to all of Kings Point. I would maybe show a home from that community. What's the home prices in that community?
Well, I'm not sure which one they were advertising, but I think it was the one that starts at 500,000, like 500 to 800.
You know, and maybe these are people who are downsizing, because think about it, Kings Point, when that started, probably most of their people are going, and those are probably a lot of the people who bought the Taylor Morrison. That would be a great a campaign for people who bought the Taylor Morrison home in Kings Point, ready to sell, right? Think about that. These are people like me, their kids are already gone. Why not sell, get in something new, be at 4.99, now their interest rates are not that far off, right? That's a pretty darn good campaign. Everybody with me?
Those are typically inventory homes. They're not something like 11 month out. It has to
Right.
be Closing like in the next 3 months to get that. They want them. Yeah.
And they're in a great area, right? Where is that?
Right. What I'm thinking about is the one in Claremont.
Okay, Claremont. So there's still someone in the area, but maybe they're sick of the traffic, right? So these could be, so this is what I'm saying, mix your messaging. Why would people want to move? They want to pull their equity out, but they're afraid about getting in a high interest rate. Okay, so Kings Point would be a great one. So you'd want to go into then where we go into Remind. We'd search community. Make sure it says properties not listing here. And if you're new in Remind, it's going to auto, for some reason, start in listing. So make sure this properties is highlighted. Everybody with me here? And then you're going to put in Kings Point. And you go down to neighborhood. And you select it. Okay, I don't know who's gonna jump on this campaign, but I think it's a good one, so I'm just gonna say the first one that gets it gets the best opportunity.
Are you kidding? I am sending you a broker's buy agreement since you're thinking about selling your house.
I don't live in Kings Point.
Does
I'm
not make
where I
kids
live.
out of the house.
Right up here, once you,
Oh, there.
yeah, you're gonna drop down, and I would do it, but it's so slow that by the time I did it, we'd have to wait another 20 minutes for it to populate. So I really don't want to touch anything until it actually shows up.
You did this also the ad drop
Through what?
through the boost.
Yeah, I would. I haven't done it yet, but I'm pulling up the names first. I'm showing you how to do it. Then I would change. I wouldn't do it through listing ad. I would do it through agent. I would change and put a picture or maybe a little movie or whatever I have. Maybe I'd go to that community and ask the agent if I could take some pictures. Maybe I do a little video there.
They usually have unbranded content.
Well, ask the, Pulte if you can use their unbranded content. A lot of builders will let you guys, you know that, Mary Jo, but some builders won't. It depends. Custom builders will. I have a lot of custom builders reaching out to me too. But the custom builders don't offer the great buy down like that, but you probably could get them to. That's the other thing, guys. And I want you to start thinking outside the box. If you could say to a custom builder agent, listen, would you be willing to offer this to my customers if I bring them? And they say yes. Now you have a specialty program just for your customers that nobody else has. That's an awesome thing. Just for Premier Sotheby's, just for working with you, just, that's, oh my God, is this ever going to load? Okay, we're frozen. So when it loads, oh my gosh, right? Huh. Okay, what will happen is, wow, this is really bad. Let me take it off the screen real quick. Maybe it'll work better if I do that. Oh, that's really special. Uh-huh. It's so bizarre. It always happens to me on meeting days, doesn't it? Oh, it's so much fun. How much do we pay for internet? Way too much. Mhm. I feel like it's getting worse and worse and worse, right? Let me just get it up and then I'll show you how it looks like.
It used to be good here, the internet.
That's what I'm saying. I also used to be able to speak on Verizon in my office. So the good old days, Suzanne. All right, let me pull this up real quick. I say real quick, that's like laughable, right? It's like frozen. Oh my gosh. Why is this so ridiculous? It's not even doing, does anybody get it to work on theirs? You have a Mac, come on down. Come on down, Teresa. You're the next contestant on. Let's get yours to work. That's yours. You don't have that kind. Are you in the meeting?
No.
Can I get you to join the meeting? Can you join the meeting for me? If you can join the meeting. Let me get out of mine. I'm gonna allow people to share. This is so, I don't know why.
You know, you're watching me. It's
Okay, well, look.
really-
Okay. Now, the other place, while Teresa's doing that, I'm going to show you this. Let's just close this out because maybe it's going to make it better. The other place that we're going to look at to upload, you go to Meta. So business.facebook.com. And that's when we're going to go to the ads manager. And that's how we add the custom list. Okay. And then I'm going to admit you. Okay, fabulous. Now we're going to go ahead and show you how to do the remind. We're going to let Teresa share.
We drive around slow.
Perfect.
What'd you say, Meta? Facebook.
It's Meta, but it's called business.facebook.com. Screen share. You cannot start screen share while the participant. Oh, I have to stop sharing. Stop share.
Should have went and made sure it was working.
What was that? Yeah. Okay. All right. Go. So now, can you guys all see? Huh. Because you can't see that you're sharing. Share screen. Oh, man. You have to get allow you to share. Soon.
Are we gonna get content for social media from?
Yes,
And so
you sure are. What happened? It's so painful. Zoom. What the hell? Okay, let's just do this. All right, now let's screen share. Zoom. Weird, I see myself twice. It's really horrible. Let's go share. Open, won't let me share. It's not allowing you to share. You got some security thing going on here. I think I need your finger, Teresa. It's not letting me. It's like ghosted. Why can I click to make changes? Okay, now your finger. Okay. Oh, later. Okay. And now let's see if I can do this. It's like so crazy. All right. Hello. Now will this let me share for people? All right, now that's good. Can you guys all see this now? Yeah, you just, oh, let me put this up here. I think we're good. Yes, okay. Okay, I'm gonna pull in King's Point, is that okay? So we go to search. Kings Point. Neighborhoods. You want to make sure that everything is showing on there. So you see, if you don't see all of this here, you won't be able to access them all. Meaning that if I was zoomed in, you wouldn't see 1,031 results, right? It would only show you maybe 50, 100. So you want to make sure that they're all accessible on your screen. Everybody got that? Now, for the purpose of this, I'm going to get rid of any kind of filters that you have. Now, if we were going to do a letter, we could add filters in here. We could add status filters, like we don't want anybody listed, we don't want anybody on hold, that kind of thing. I'm going to tell you that I've stopped using their filters because what I have found is that they're not accurate. There's like 11, 19 people here, right? And if I said, give me everybody that's not pending right now or active, it's going to be a significant number. I guarantee there's not that many people who are active and pending in Kings Point. So what I've started doing, even for equity letters, is that I've actually just taken them out of MLS and removed them that way. It's a little more manual, but I think it's more accurate and we're getting more people. But for sake of targeting people through Facebook, do I care? Sure, I don't care. Why do I care? So I'm not going to put any kind of filters. But what I want you to see about Remind, let's say I wanted to target to do a campaign about listings, but I want to say, do you want to increase your portfolio? Do you want to decrease your portfolio? I want to see people who maybe have owned a certain period of time. I could put ownership time right here. The other cool thing is, let's say I want to see if people who live in their home or don't live in their home. Maybe I want to go ahead and do a whole thing for people who actually rent out their property. So this is a really cool thing because now I'm going to have a different messaging. Because if I'm just simply uploading a list, my messaging could be very specific to those people. So maybe I'm not going to do it for a community. Maybe I'm going to do it for an area. Windermere, Dr. Phillips, right? And I'm going to do it for all the people who maybe own in Dr. Phillips. You know, you want to get another one, right? Or own in Winter Garden. You agree that that was a good move? You want to still increase your portfolio? There's still more. Claremont's coming, right? Maybe I want to do a message like that. So these are really good ways that you could do that here. Okay. And this is a home equity. You could pull home equity right from here and say people who have a certain amount of equity. And you could get that list right from here and upload that list. I'm going to tell you though, for Facebook marketing, hey, Kelsey, I would just say broader is more because who cares, right? unless I'm trying to create a specific messaging to people who don't live there or, who rent or something like that. Does that make sense? Okay, so for this one, I would say select all. Now, you probably don't want a Kings Point list, but you're gonna get one and you can go with it. And then I'm gonna say cart. And then I have to create a cart. So Kings _ point. You want to have it created, you have to say create Kings Point, and then you have to add them to the cart. So first you have to create the cart, then you got to add it to the cart, okay? Then you go to the cart. You got a lot of Sand Lake over here. And you're gonna select the one by notes. And you're going to export. Now, this is where you determine, this is where they would have to say what you're gonna export. Themes _ point, it has to be all connected. And you're gonna say, what are you exporting? So the property address, you can export the mailing address. You can export the owner information. If you want to absentee any of that information that you want, this is where you choose. I always like equity. Equity, nice spelling. Okay, this is where you would export all that data. Can I export it? Okay. And then we're going to clean the list up and upload it into Boost. Now, maybe you wouldn't do it for Boost because you may not want to do that one, right? Everybody good with that? Know how to get your volume totally down. I don't know which one is your, oh, there it is. There we go. Okay, everybody with me so far? Okay. Now, do you have Boost to open? Can I open your hub?
It's gonna open on my-
We'll see, it's like a game. Ooh, it opened. Let's see what you got here. It's so fun playing with someone else's computer.
there was something that you-
Okay, so see, here's different ways you can create different types of ads. So you have a listing one, you have it promote an agent one, or a virtual open house one. So even if we said, let's say an agent one, we could change that one. Let's see. Let's say learn more. Set up your campaign. Let's see how this one looks. Now we want to change. Well, we don't want to do monthly subscription. No, we don't. Let's see this. Let's edit. But see, it still has the custom list that we can upload. So that's great. And then we can change exactly what we want to change in the app. All right, how do we get out of this? All right, let me go back. I'm stuck. Do you see it?
At the bottom line.
Ah, there it is, found it. Okay. What I don't like is the monthly or 3 months. We don't want to do that. But see, this is where you can totally change your ad. And you can do whatever you wanted to do. You can change and put the community that you wanted to put. But do you really have to do a month? Or is this just a special offer? All right, maybe we do the listing one. Because I don't want to do this for a month, right? Okay, let's go back. maybe that's something
Is it
special.
in settings? somehow?
I don't know. I have to tell you that I really didn't work a lot in Boost. I always let the marketing person do the Boost. They change it all the time. So we might want to do it from the listing ad, might be, but either way, the great thing is whatever type of ad you start it from, you can upload the custom list. So I don't like the idea that you actually have to run it for a month. That's silly. Like, you want to do this for a few days. My whole philosophy, and I spent a lot of time with our head of marketing from previous. And her, she was really good at social media, but she always said, if you have, whatever your spend is, do it over a shorter period of time. Don't do, whatever the money is, don't do it over a longer period of time, shorter period of time. That is always going to be the most effective use of your marketing dollars.
Can you go back to where it looked like it was fast?
Yeah, well, I'm trying.
Oh,
It's just slowly going. Because you can pick the type of campaign that you want to run, right? Create a listing ad. That's what I'm trying to do. See how it's, but it's going very slow. Even when you do the promote a virtual open house, which you don't have, but okay, well, it's not going there. How many we have time? We only have 10 more minutes. So you know what? Oh, here we are. Yay, finally. So this is where, how fast, how many days, this is where you would change them right here. See, 5 days, 3 days. I would do 3 to 5 days max. Where is it going to be seen on? See all of these. This is why, and you can even add next door, which is pretty cool. But this is why I think it's cool to try it on Boost. Look how many more opportunities that they have. Now, where should the ad clicks go? This is where you can send the leads to your own custom landing page. So if we created a page where you wanted to say, to find out more about the $4.99 interest rate, about this community, I would highly recommend, if you're going to do a campaign about a teaser, have a landing page of where you're going to send them to. Right? That would also have how much is your home worth. That would also have start your search now. That maybe it would have a new construction page. You want to have them having places to click so you see where they go. And this is where we put the custom landing page. Now they have a landing page, but it's very easy to create this page. So I'd be happy to help you create this page. If you're going to take the time to do a really cool custom Facebook page, like a Boost like this, let's create a quick little landing page. We can customize our web page so fast and easy, guys. So my suggestion is our next class should be, let's create the custom landing page of where they go. Everybody agree with that? Right? So come up with what your ad is. Is it going to be the $4.99? Is it going to 4.99? You were with me. Is it going to be, what is it going to be? Who are you going to target? And then where are we going to send them? Okay. Because I will be happy to help you create that. And
Last week when we did the whole posting thing on Facebook, I did it myself.
How'd it go?
Got rejected. So I was like, how do I?
Why was it rejected? Was it too many words?
No.
So what did it get
And I
rejected
did
for?
not I clicked.
Was
on
it the
link.
list?
I don't know. It was like an investment thing. I was trying to target people from like a specific area.
Yeah.
So, and it was like in a different language too. So I don't know. It wasn't like something I'll show you.
Yeah. The weird thing with Facebook is their rules are changing all the time and they have so much heat from fair housing.
Okay.
So I never know. That's why I'm going to say too, the fact that we can do this on Boost is probably better. The chances of us getting rejected on Boost are so much slimmer than us getting rejected from Facebook. Facebook, there's so many reasons they're going to reject us. Words are usually the number one reason they reject us, but Lord knows why you were rejected there.
Yeah.
So I'll be happy to look at that. But that's what I'm saying. When I saw that I could do this on multiple types of ads, I thought this is better on Boost than it is. And it's super easy to do on Boost. Facebook ad campaigns is a pain, first of all, just to make it through is a pain. And then, by the way, it goes to Facebook, your leads. And if you don't get them out of Facebook within 30 days, they're gone, which is a pain too. So I really feel like it's better if we can do this on Boost.
Do you know what the match rate is through Boost? Like how much, if they get email address, how often it's matched to an actual person on Facebook?
I
or
can't tell you,
Instagram?
if you look on mine now, I mean, honestly, people have had really good successes just on the regular boosting. And that's without doing custom lists. So I have not seen anybody use a custom list on Boost because I was not aware you could do it. We couldn't do it for a long time. So I don't know when that feature became available, but now that I see it's available on every type of ad, I think we need to use it, right? Again, I think Social Bay is so much better for many, many things. But until Social Bay has the opportunity to upload custom lists, we should use Boost for that. Why not? Because it goes to all different, oh no, did I back out? It goes to so many different opportunities of different social media platforms. You can customize it completely. You can add a video, you can change the everything it says, and it getting approved, to Anna's point, is very simple to do. And changing the money on it is completely simple. Look, editing the pictures and images, it's so simple. You just click on it and change them. It's that simple to do, guys. It's really like point and click. You want to change where the edits go, that's where the page, they already host the page. And by the way, every lead that comes here goes automatically to your CRM. It goes right into my hub. So it's already integrated with our stuff, which is great too. So that's nice. And the billing is right here. So it's all done for you. And changing your images and text, again, super simple. So you want to put it in Portuguese, you want to put it in any language you want to. It's very easy to do. And we just upload our list by who will be seen. So, and that's right here with the custom ad. Right there. So I really think this is what we should all try to use because it's easier than the Facebook alone. And it has more opportunity in terms of places it will go to. And let's see what it works at. You guys like it? So the next class, not on Monday, because Monday we have the listing presentation that we're going to do in the listing each time, but the next Thursday that we'll do. And Maria will help us with on the 23rd, I think we have the date that we put in there, more financing stuff that we can do. But let's make sure we get this all set up so we can each run a really cool boost ad. Let's see how we do off of it. You guys like it? Okay, so now
22nd.
the 22nd. Okay. Does anybody have any questions on how to download from Remind? Because it's important that this is what I want you to do. I want you each to figure out what is your target. Okay, this is what you have to figure out. Who are you targeting? What is the message? The most important thing is, why do people want to move? Right? What are they afraid of? The most important reason that people aren't moving right now is fear. Right? They're afraid of getting into a mortgage rate that's higher. They're afraid of maybe lack of inventory, right? Why are people not moving? These are the reasons that you've got to hit straightforward. And then we got to provide them with the solution. That's what the Facebook post has got to be about, right? There are still so many people. We are still seeing so many multiple offers, aren't we? Right? So we want to make sure people understand that. This is still the time to sell your home. But if you didn't want to do it because you're afraid of 7% interest rate, how about 4.99? How's that sound? Right? You know, let's talk about Linda. Now, the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to start bringing in, and instead of doing them all at once, maybe once a week or once a month, we're going to work on that. I'm going to bring in a builder direct to you guys to showcase what specialty things they have going on. How do you guys like that? I'm going to do it as a summer series. And I'm going to have them host and show us all the things that they're doing so we can use this stuff to help us get listing.
They bring food too.
And they bring food too. All right, even better. Okay. So this is something that I really think will help us and help you guys create some relationships, which is good too. Right? You guys like that? So I'm going to work with Linda. I don't know if I should do it as a separate day. I can either do it And this is what we're gonna figure out, how many builders we have, if anybody has any suggestions. I'm also gonna bring in a 1031 like-kind exchange guy. What other things, specialty stuff do you guys want me to bring in for you guys?
Do you do an appraisal?
Sure, happy to. Happy to bring an appraiser. Anybody else? Anybody else want anything in particular? Okay, if there's,
Anything, but I can't think of something.
if you have things, send them to me. We need to adjust ahead of the market, right? The market is moving very fast. We need to move faster. So the more things that we're prepared with. The other thing I was thinking of bringing in somebody who is involved in the market in terms of stocks, equities, bonds, to let us know what's happening in that arena, because that is our customer, people who are involved in that market. So if we know what the upper echelon is doing with their money, we can speak to that a little better. What do you guys think of that? So like a wealth manager. You want me to bring a wealth manager in? You know, it's always good to have a good wealth.
Cause y'all are
manager.
gonna be making so much money
Well,
that,
not bad for you as well, but it's really important that our customers, that we understand what they're doing. Because a lot of people who are very versed in, you know, the bond market right now, well, who's not really involved in bonds, but equities right now, they're also holding back because we know what's happening in the stock market, right? So we need to understand, I've done a lot of reading on this, and a lot of those people are really turning more towards real estate. So we need to be able to have those conversations, but they're turning a lot more towards commercial guys. So we need to be able to be ready to have the conversation, even if you don't do commercial, so that you can parlay them over to somebody who does and make a referral. Yes. Like Susan, like Cindy, like Raj, but we need to be ready with the information and the conversation to be able to have that conversation. Oh, yeah, well, that's true too. Yeah, that is true too. Yep, I agree with that. We don't really have anybody internal who does reads, so that would be good if we did have a, you know, a good relation with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. So any suggestions, any thoughts, but this summer I'm going to do a summer series on really helping you be able to increase your portfolio of a listing. So whatever you can think of, I want to bring in. Okay. Sound good? Well, thank you, Teresa, for allowing me to use your computer because it was very helpful. And I'm going to say goodbye to everybody who's online. Thank you for coming, and I will see you at our next training. So thank you all for coming.
Hi, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.